to cook the perfect steak. Yum, yum. It's funny, a steak can be the most disgusting thing ever if the steps are not taken. But if you take the exact steps I'm going to give you now, you will have the perfect steak.
Steak can be really, really disappointing.
Steak can be so disappointing to the point where Mark doesn't even order it in restaurants anymore.
Never.
Because even in restaurants,
so expensive.
they don't get it right.
No.
So, first of all, I'm just going to start heating my pan, okay, because you want a nice hot pan. So I've had my steak out of the fridge now for an hour. If you bring the steak up to room temperature, you're going to get a more tender steak, because basically if you put a cold meat into a hot pan, the fibres go like this, and that's how you get tough meat. So it's really important to do that. So never put the oil in the pan, put the oil on the steak. Big mistake, you don't want to fry the meat. Okay, you're just putting a bit of oil. That was probably even a little bit too much. I would probably put, I'm just going to get a kitchen towel.
Is that one of your tablespoons again?
That was probably a little bit too much. I wouldn't normally put that much, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to wash my hands because I've touched the raw meat. Okay, and now I'm going to put black pepper. This would be hilarious. Oh, as usual, nothing in there. Imagine that had black pepper in it. Salt. Another thing is, don't think, oh, I'm going to prep my steak beforehand. I'm going to put the salt on and then it's all ready to go in an hour. No, because salt draws out the juices out of the meat, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so
I'm sorry, I'm confused. So why is that not drawing the taste out now?
Because we're putting it straight into the pan. If you were to put the salt on and leave it there.
Right.
So, my pan, you want it really nice and hot, okay? So, put your hand about there. I can feel the heat. Yeah. Don't have your flames licking up the side of the pan. It's a waste of gas. B, you don't get that really nice searing heat in the pan. You could do this with a griddle pan if you want those lines on it. Okay, so I'm going to put my steak in. Oh, right. Really, really important. Do not prod it. Do not move it. Do not shove it about. Do not put the fork in it. And men, let's come over here so we don't get the noise. Men, you're the worst for it. You love to prick.
I want to go and move it.
No, you love to prick and fiddle you with your steak.
I beg your pardon.
Don't prick and fiddle your steak. The reason for that is two things. First, every time you put your fork in it, the juice comes out. So it's going to be tough and it's going to be dry. Secondly, if you just leave it in the pan like that, there's kind of like, I don't know if it's the right thing to say, sugars, but whatever it is, you want that caramelized, kind of like slightly crispy outside, nice pink on the inside meat. Now that's a ribeye steak, and you see how I haven't got it too thin, because if it's too thin, again, I don't think it's going to be juicy. So we like ribeye steak, sirloin steak, rump steak, fillet steak, which is the most expensive.
I like that one.
I don't really like it because I like a bit of fat. I think the fat gives it flavour. Mark likes a fillet. I'll cook a fillet one day and show you because that's a different thing. So while that's cooking away, I'm just going to...
I shouldn't now fiddle with it.
Do not touch it.
I like pricking with mistakes.
Do not touch it. So I'm just going to chop a little parsley, because I love a bit of a garlic. Oh, I should have said at the beginning, I'm cooking garlic chicken steak. Oh well, never mind. Now you know, it was a surprise. So I'm going to put this and the two garlic cloves into the pan towards the end. Oh, this is doing nicely now. Okay, so you see how it's moving the brown, so it's going from pink to brown. Once it's brown halfway up, I'm then going to turn it. I'm just going to turn it down a little because I can just smell that it's just a little bit hot. So, you know, always use all five senses. Your eyes, your sense of smell, your ears. Is it crackling too much? See, it was crackling too much. Now I've turned it down. It's just sizzling.
What's your other two?
That, I like a little bit of a smoky.
And your other two senses?
No, touch and taste.
Oh,
So yeah. Okay, so it's ready to turn now. And look, if I just lift it up, see how it's crispy like that? That's how I know it's ready to turn and it's moving. Mark likes it kind of medium rare, so this is for Mark. Now, don't now stick your fork into the middle and turn it over. What would happen if you did?
You'd lose the juices.
You'd lose the juices. So, I can put my fork just there on the back, turn it. Oh, look at that. Again, don't touch it. Who's cooking it? Where can I get that little extra crispy bit? That like little salty bit, that little sticky bit. And that steak will be perfect. So another couple of minutes and we'll see you back here. So it's now time to use the sense of touch. So rare, it will be soft. That's rare, okay? If you want it medium rare, you see how soft that is? My finger is sinking into it. It will just be springy. Well done will be quite hard. You won't be able to depress your finger. So I can't give you exact minutes because it depends so much on how much heat you've used, how thick your steak is, what quality your steak is. When you got it out the fridge, you've got to use that touch. Very soft when you press it is rare. This we're going to get medium rare and probably going to do about 3 minutes each side. And like if you want it well done, press it and there should be no like, what's the word? No springiness, no softness. But the one thing you don't do is cut into it with a knife to see if it's cooked. What would happen, Mark?
You'd lose all the juices now.
You'd lose all the juice. What would you then get?
Really dry, sort of horrible, tasteless steak.
Exactly. Okay, so my steak is ready. I can feel it's like medium spring back. We want it medium rare. Mark likes it really, really rare, but I didn't want to put you guys off. So put it onto a warmed plate. Leave it to rest. And then while it's resting, I don't leave it for ages. I usually leave it for as long as it takes me to do this.
I often hear people talk a lot about how long you leave it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely worth leaving it for a few minutes. So a knob of butter. Take it off the heat because you don't want it to burn. Put in your garlic. Oh my God, this is smelling so good. The kids are still in bed. They're going to come down and the smell of garlic steak. Okay. So what you're wanting is just that garlic. So I've got this on a low heat. I don't want that garlic going burnt and brown. I know I say it every time I cook with garlic, but it's so important to tell you guys because if it goes brown, it will literally spoil your whole dish. It'll be disgusting. You have to throw it away if you burn it. Parsley. I'll put a little bit more butter actually. Obviously, this isn't good for your dieting. Oh, you could put some mushrooms in with this as well. Actually, I should do a whole thing of all the different sauces you can do with steak, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Okay. Ready, Mark? Yum. Perfection, guys. Oh, come on, baby. How good is that?
Upstairs now.
Does it make me love you more? Does it make me love you more?
Come on.
Or if I say so myself, blooming perfect.